Hi guys, my name is Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this really beautiful, healthy, glowy, dewy skin makeup look. I saw a YouTuber called I Am Shelly do a tutorial on a dewy, glowy makeup look and I was really inspired to do my own version, so that is what I have brought for you today. I also wanted to properly thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I think now we're up at about 1.2 subscribers, so I'm so happy and excited for that. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. It is only up from here, okay? So yeah, if you would like to see how I created this really beautiful, glowy, healthy, dewy look, please keep on watching. To prime the face, I have some new products from Revlon that I thought would be absolutely perfect for this look. The first one I have is the Photo Ready Rose Glow Hydrating Illuminating Primer. It looks like this. Next, I'm going to revisit an old favorite of mine, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer. I haven't used it in forever, but I thought for this look it would be good because of how it'll help the makeup stay on and last and grip to the face while still being glowy. I'm going to use the Revlon Photo Ready Rose Glow Mist. She looks like this, really pretty and pink. I'm going to apply the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. This one is in the shade Gleam. And I think it's nice when you want to have a glowy look to apply highlighter, especially liquid highlighters, underneath your foundation. So I'm just going to apply it to the high points of my face, which is like the tops of my cheekbones, my nose, the middle of my forehead. You can really choose wherever you want to apply it, and I think it just applies the best with the fingers. It's okay if it's not like the most blended, because again, this is going to go underneath the foundation, so it's okay. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty foundation, and I'm in the shade 500N. I like this foundation because it's very light coverage, or not light coverage, it's very light on your skin, but still gives a little bit of coverage. I would say it's light to medium coverage. So it gives you a little bit, but not too much, and it just, you barely feel it on your skin. You guys know I love full coverage foundation, so I don't always go for this one. It just depends on the type of look that you're going for, really. So for this type of look, this foundation I think would be perfect. You can even use a sponge to blend it in, but I prefer to use a brush, so that is what I'm going to use. I think skin tints would also work perfectly with this kind of makeup look. As you guys know, I love the Fenty Beauty skin tint. If you don't know already, I did a review on it. I will put it up here somewhere so that you can watch it if you haven't seen it before. And I really like the finish of this foundation because it's very skin-like. Very skin-like. It doesn't make you look super dry and matte, but it also isn't really greasy. It gives you, like, again, as I said, very skin-like texture while still providing a little bit of coverage. As you can still see, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I can see it in the mirror, my beauty mark. But I like it. I like how it looks. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty concealer, and I'm using the shade 410N. I don't think I'm going to need to use two concealers like I usually do because this one is pretty bright, as you can see, so I don't think I'll need to use another one. So I'm just going to let that sit and dry for a little bit. To contour my face, I'm using the Juvia's Place Shade Stick in the shade Katsina. As you guys know, I love the Fenty one, but I think this one that one is matte. The Fenty one is matte, and this one I would say is a little bit more dewy. I also have my shade for this in like a foundation, and I really like to use the shade sticks as a foundation as well. I think the formula is amazing. So as you can probably already see the sheen that this one gives. And I'm just going to blend out my contour with the same Mented brush that I always use. And honestly, I could go for a brighter concealer, but I feel like for this look, it's a really natural, fresh, skin-like type of look. So I feel like a really bright under eye gives kind of like a full glam look, which is not really what we're going for today. As you can see, we're looking very, very blended, skin-like, almost a no makeup look. Of course, you're gonna tell we have makeup on, but we want it to be as smooth, blended, natural as possible. Now I'm just gonna apply my cream blush. This is the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Daiquiri Dip. This is a really nice reddish coral shade. I'm not gonna show you mine because it's really dirty, but I'm just gonna use a blush brush and apply that to my cheeks. And the reason why I'm applying this before I'm setting my face is so that the formula of this product, since it's a cream, it has the potential to move around powders, which we don't want. Some of them don't always do that, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna apply this pretty heavily just because we are going to set the face, which is going to tone down the shade of the blush, so please do not be scared. I know this looks kind of crazy, but once we set it, it's going to all come together nicely. So once that is applied, I'm just going to take my sponge again and blend out the edges. Now to set my face, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, and today I'm going to be using the shade Blondie, and I'm just going to set the places where we highlighted with a brush. I'm not going to bake today for once because I believe that makes the face look very, very full glam, full coverage, beat, which is not what we're going for. So I'm just going to blend out the creases under my eyes real quick, and then get the powder, just dip my brush into it and lightly set my under eyes first. I'm gonna lightly bring the brush across my nose. I'm also going to set the middle of my forehead, above my lip, and on my chin as well. I'm gonna put a little bit more powder near my smile lines, or where my smile lines would be, just to help prevent those. And I'm just going to take my Makeup Revolution Splendor Matte Bronzer in the shade Dark, and I'm going to really, really lightly contour my nose. I'm not going to do too much. Usually when I'm trying to contour my nose very lightly, I start towards the bottom and then blend upwards. So I actually went ahead and did one of my eyes off camera. It was really easy. So all I did was I went back into my bronzer, the Makeup Revolution Splendor Matte Bronzer, and I got this on a blending brush. This is the Juvia's Place J115 blender brush, and I just brought it into my crease and blended it out towards the brow bone. Of course, you don't have to do anything on your eyes if you don't want to, but of course I'm extra and I love eye makeup, so that's what I wanted to do today. And I think it really helps to make the look even more glowy, because you can be glowy on your eyes as well. So I'm just going to blend this out and also bring it towards my nose contour. I think this helps to make it look even more blended. And just blend in both windshield wiper and circular motions. You can do more of a winged out look or more of a rounded look. Today I'm going for more of a rounded look. And now for the shimmer, I went into this Colourpop quad right here. This is the Creamsicle Pressed Powder Palette. I went into the Champagne Gold shade right here. It's called Big Treat. And I'm just going to take this on a flat brush. This is the Colourpop E4 brush. And I just spread it all over the lid. You have to be careful because these do have a little bit of fallout if you have a lot of it on your brush. So what I did was I put a little bit on the brush at a time. If you need to, you can tap it off and just work in small sections and just spread it onto the eye. Not a cut crease or anything complicated. If you want it to be a little bit more pronounced or more shimmery, you can definitely apply like a glitter adhesive, but I wanted to go for something really easy and quick. Now I'm going to go back into my bronzer with the same blending brush I used before, and I'm going to blend out the edges of the shimmer just so that it looks really soft and blended, as I've been saying this whole video. I'm going to do my lashes and mascara off camera and then come back. One of these days I will do it on camera, but today is not that day, girl. Also, I was really quick. I was about to apply my lower mascara and I forgot to tell y'all to get your bronzer and sweep it underneath your eyes and just connect it to the outer edge of the bronzer that we put there before. This would really help also with preventing creasing under your eyes. So if you're worried about that, like somebody like me, I apply a lot of powder under my eyes, but putting a little bit of shadow or bronzer there makes me feel a little bit more safe rather than just leaving it bare. For today's lash, I went for something a little bit more natural. This is the Lashtivity Marigold Lash, one of my favorite lashes of all time. They look so cute by themselves or with any eye look. So yeah, that's the lash that I went for today. And as I mentioned before, I used the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. Now moving on to highlighter. I'm going to use the new Huda Beauty Nymph Glaze Skin Glowing Perfector. I believe Nymph stands for Not Your Mother's Pantyhose. I believe that's what it stood for. And this is in the shade Juno. And I've actually used this highlighter once. And this pan, it has this really beautiful swirl in it, but as you can see, I've used it and I really like it. And I think it really helps the skin to look really glowy. So I'm going to take this Huda Beauty Cheek Blush and Glow brush and I'm going to dip into the highlighter and just go over my cheeks. This is more of a cream formula, so that's why I'm doing more of a patting motion rather than a swiping motion. And also we used a cream blush, so we don't want to move that around. I think as a society we need to bring back highlighter. I think I'm seeing some more of the girls use highlighter, but I feel like after, you know, 2016 when we were all wearing a lot of makeup, really bold brows, a ton of highlighter, everybody kind of stopped using it because we kind of just got sick of it. When used the right way, highlighter looks beautiful and amazing. And also as long as you're using the right one. Some powder highlights look really powdery and look like too much. But this one, as you can see, is just melting into my skin and into the blush that I used. And looks really beautiful and glowy on the skin, which I love. I'm just going to use my finger to apply that to the tip as well as the bridge of my nose. On second thought, let me get a brush. I am not being careful enough. And I'm going to drag it down to like the middle of the bridge of my nose. Usually I keep it towards the top, but I'm going to drag that down a little bit. And I'm also going to hit the corners of my eyes, as well as the Cupid's bow. Now for my lips, I want to do something really natural and nude. So I'm only going to use one lip liner today, and that is the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF4. The lipstick that I'm going to use today is the Mented Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Dope Taupe. This is one of my favorite nudes. It's just a really beautiful nude. It works so well on my skin. And it also looks so good with like every lip liner. So as you can see, that's really, really nude. And of course, we're going to use a lip gloss. And for my gloss, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. So to set my face, I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. It comes in this really, really pretty bottle, and this really makes your makeup look really, really beautiful and dewy. Now for the finishing touch, I'm going to take the Huda Beauty Nymph Body Drip Shimmering Dry Oil, and this is in the shade Bronze Utopia. This is a new product that they just launched, which I'm so excited about because I love shimmering body oils. And I'm just going to spray it on my chest. And also on my shoulders. I'm trying to be careful of my top here. And I'm just going to take this Colourpop powder brush and just blend it in. This is the brush that I always use to blend in my body oils, so that's its literally only purpose. I do not use this brush on my face. And it gives you this really nice, beautiful, healthy, glowy look. I really like to use this. I have a couple of body oils from Colourpop as well, which I really like. But I think those are a little bit too glittery almost. Like this is definitely shimmering, but it's not, you know, it's not too much. It's more glowy. I prefer something that glows more than it shimmers and sparkles. You know what I mean? So here is the finished look. Really beautiful, really healthy, really glowy, which I'm really, really loving right now. You guys know I'm into really matte beat face, but I'm loving how this is looking. I'm not used to seeing my face like this, but I'm loving it. I really like it. I'm definitely gonna go for this type of look more often because as you can see, I'm just glowing. I'm just glowing and I'm loving it. Also really quick, I know you guys have been asking me for a tutorial on this hairstyle and I completely forgot to film it when I did it this time, but the next time I wash my hair and I'm gonna sleek it down like this, I will definitely film a tutorial, so don't worry about that. I hope you guys liked this video. Please make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you also turn on the post notification bell so that you don't miss another video from me. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!